The top stories: Ethiopia to focus on practical response to climate change by linking environment protection efforts with food security. And peace talks for Sudan's western region of Darfur held in Lomé. Hello and thank you for joining us. You're watching Addis News Hour with the news. I'm Tabitha John. Do stay with us. The Africa Human Capital Heads of State Summit kicked off in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, to deliberate and share the latest knowledge on human capital in the continent. The summit is underway under the theme Accelerating Africa's Economic Growth, Boosting Youth Productivity by Improving Learning and Skills. Several African leaders are attending the summit, including Minister of Foreign Affairs Dameka Makonnen. The summit comes in response to engagements with government focal points on the need to draw attention to the role of human capital in economic growth and elevate the discussion on the importance of investing in people. Some 1,200 delegates from 30 African countries are participating at the two-day summit to deliberate, share the latest knowledge on human capital, and conclude with concrete commitments and next steps from the participating heads of state. The overall theme of the summit is linking investments in human capital to economic growth and harnessing the demographic dividend by addressing learning, poverty, and the skills gap for youth and women. Ethiopian Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to India, Demek Atnafu, met and discussed with Nutan Kaushik, Manager of International Marketing in Fortis Hospital, and Aridam Das, Business Development Manager of Assam Downtown University. During the discussion, the ambassador explored areas of collaboration and cooperation of Ethiopian hospitals and universities with the aforementioned hospital and university in India, specifically in trainings as well as capacity building. The Ethiopian embassy in Djibouti has facilitated the return of 79 Ethiopian migrants via the Ethio-Djibouti train. The embassy stated that with 65 Ethiopian migrants arriving in Djibouti from Yemen, the rest altered plans to cross the sea in Djibouti. It is to be recalled that last week an additional 118 Ethiopian migrants were safely brought back to their homeland.
It took 3 years to launch OSCE.
Education is central.
What's the vision of OSCE?
There is no possibility for effective South-South cooperation without authentic regional integration.
How do you see the current multilateral system?
Not all multilateralisms are created equal. And unless multilateralism is governed by 3 principles, these are not possible without a common dream, a shared vision for society.
Why Ethiopia was chosen as a headquarter for OSCE?
Ethiopia and Addis Ababa is the 3rd diplomatic hub after New York and Geneva.
Ethiopia gives practical response to climate change by linking environment protection efforts with food security. COVID-19 coupled with other man-made and natural disasters exacerbated food security around the globe, says Planning and Development Minister Fitsum Asafa. During an interview, Asafa stressed out the need for better investments in the food system in order to tackle the challenges. Tigis Sarnesa brings us up to speed.
Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, along with his delegation, took part in the United Nations Food System Summit held in Rome, Italy. In his remark at the summit, the Premier stated that Ethiopia has been actively implementing numerous initiatives, including the Green Legacy Initiative, with the overarching goals of enhancing agricultural resilience, ensuring food self-sufficiency, and combating climate change. Minister of Planning and Development Fitsum Asafa elaborated that climate change is one of the biggest challenges in the world in ensuring food system and food security. The bold efforts taken by Ethiopia in this regard are exemplary, she said, mentioning the works done under the Green Legacy Initiative over the past 4 years.
አንዱ ለምግብ ስርዓት ለምግብ ዋስትና ትልቅ ተግዳሮት ከሆኑት ነገሮች ውስጥ አንዱ እንደመሆኑ ከፖሊሲ ከወረቀት ከህግ እና እንደዚህ አይነት ኮንፈረንሶች ከመሳተፍ ባለፈ ኢትዮጵያ ትልቅ እርምጃ ወስዳለች። ይሄም አረንጓዴ አሻራ ነው። እንደምናውቀው ባለፉት 4 አመታት የመጀመሪያው ዙር አረንጓዴ አሻራ ፕሮግራም 25 ቢሊዮን ዛፎችን መትከል ችለናል። ዛፍ መትከል ብቻ ሳይሆን ከ25 ቢሊዮን ውስጥ በርካታ ሚሊዮኖች ወደ 500 ሚሊዮን የሚጠጉ ዛፎች የፍራፍሬ ዛፎች ናቸው። የምግብ ዋስትናን ማረጋገጥ የምንችልባቸው አቮካዶ፣ ማንጎ የመሳሰሉ ዛፎች ናቸው። በዚህም እንደምናውቀው ኢትዮጵያ አሁን ባለንበት ሁኔታ ከአፍሪካ ቀዳሚ የአቮካዶ አምራች ሀገር ሆናለች።
COVID-19 coupled with other man-made and natural disasters exacerbated food security around the globe. The minister pointed out, stressing the need for better investment in the food system in order to tackle the challenges.
በምግብ እና ስርዓተ ምግብ ሰሚት ላይም ወይም ኮንፈረንስ ላይም ኢትዮጵያ ያቀረበችው የምግብ ስርዓታችን በዓለም አቀፍ ደረጃ በጣም አደጋ አጋጥሞታል። ከኮቪድ-19 ጀምሮ የነበሩ በዛም በተጨማሪ የአየር ንብረት ለውጥም ትልቅ ተግዳሮት ሆኗል። ምግብ ስርዓት ላይ የምግብ ዋስትናን ከማረጋገጥ አኳያ ለሀገራት በተለይ ለደሃ ሀገራት እነዚህ የአየር ንብረት ለውጥ የዓለም አቀፍ የንግድ ሰንሰለት የእሴት ሰንሰለት መቆራረጥ በጦርነቶች ለምሳሌ የራሺያ ዩክሬን ጦርነት አንዱ ነው። በእነዚህ ምክንያቶች የምግብ ስርዓት አደጋ ላይ ወድቋል። ይሄንን መቀልበስ እንደሚያስፈልግ የምግብ ስርዓት ላይ የተሻለ ኢንቨስትመንት እንደሚያስፈልግ ነው ኢትዮጵያ የምታምነው። ይሄንንም እምነት ነው ክቡር ጠቅላይ ሚኒስትሩን በንግግራቸው ያቀረቡት።
The high-level meeting underway in Rome aims to create a conducive space for countries to revive the progress on their commitment made at First Food System Summit in 2021. It also seeks to identify successes, enduring bottlenecks, and establishing priorities.
Ethiopia is working to become exemplary by fully implementing the food systems transformation roadmap that it has developed with a view to ensuring food security in the country, Minister of Agriculture Girma Amanti said. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed participated at the UN Food Systems Summit +2, officially inaugurated on Monday in Rome, Italy. On the sideline of the summit, the minister said that the UN food system transformation was established 2 years ago in New York, USA, during which Ethiopia had presented its food system roadmap. According to the minister, Ethiopia's food system roadmap has been acclaimed by the participants of the forum on the occasion. Ethiopian Investment Commissioner Lelise Neme held a meeting with Tamara Mona, Swiss ambassador to Ethiopia. During the meeting, the two sides have discussed opportunities for investment attraction in Ethiopia and ways to explore its potential. It was stated that the two sides also vowed to foster stronger economic ties between the two nations. business news, Governor of the National Bank of Ethiopia, Mammo Meratu, addressed the 20th International Conference on the Ethiopian economy. A quote-unquote cocktail of challenges is facing the global economy, including high inflation, rising debt, and a particularly sharp funding squeeze facing African countries, the governor noted. He said to address the current mix of challenges, NBE will focus on reducing inflation via monetary policy measures, ensuring the financial sector is stable, modernized and inclusive, and enhancing NBE's role as a learning and knowledge-generating institution. Governor Meratu also made a call to action, asking for the Ethiopian Economics Association and the broader economic community to serve as a marketplace of ideas and recommendations, and to focus on practical, evidence-based proposals and solutions to some of Ethiopia's major economic policy issues of the day. The Ethiopian Communications Authority announced that it has been working on a new system to introduce amendments to telecom service bills. The amendments were found to be timely in view of the fact that revenue from telecom service payments has not been congruent with the quality of service being rendered to customers. Deputy Director General with the authority, Million Haile Mikael, says the launching of a third telecom service provider is in the pipeline with a view to expand telecom investment, promote quality service and reduce service expenditure. Shagao Yamatao has the details.
Ethiopia is in the midst of a reform in telecom service to expand telecom investment, promote quality service and reduce service bills. Deputy Director General with the Ethiopian Communications Authority said the authority took strict strides to promote quality telecom service.
Ensuring a quality of telecom service is not overnight work. We face a myriad of unexpected loopholes. They range from a power outage to broken fibers and many more. To overcome these bottlenecks, the authority took strides in promoting quality telecom service. For instance, we formulated, ratified and implemented quality telecom service guidelines. In addition, the authority has also put in place systems to inspect and investigate challenges.
The Deputy Director General also pointed out that the authority is working to introduce amended service bills among telecom service providers.
There are two types of service bills. One is off-net and the other is on-net bills. Off-net bill is when a call is made from an Ethio Telecom customer to a Safaricom customer or vice versa. Whereas on-net call is when a call is made billing to an Ethio Telecom customers. There is a bill difference between the two. We are investigating the costs of both companies while providing services. Once we determine the cost, we will limit them to affordable bills.
Haile Mikael further indicated that Ethiopia will soon open its doors for yet another telecom operator, the second private telecom provider, with the view to improve the quality of telecom service.
October or November አካባቢ መስለኛል expression of interest አውጥተናል የፍላጎት መግለጫ.
We launched an expression of interest in November 2022. Based on qualifications, we have received responses from interested international operators and service providers. We also prepared workshops and shared opportunities available in Ethiopia in telecom service.
The telecom reform, which is part of the economic reform, is anticipated to fetch immense foreign exchange.